Welcome to Spring Papers, where I share relaxing plan with me videos, journaling and other actionable life hacks to be the best version of yourself, ADHD life hacks, and content creation and other app-related tutorials. Have you tried kale, using a planner, yoga, listening to BTS, duct tape, only drinking water, talking to him, reading a book about it, Googling it, restarting it, and the list goes on? All of us at some point in our lives have been offered a suggestion that is so unhelpful that we want to scream, and maybe did scream. It's not that the suggestions are inherently bad, it's that we already tried them and they did not solve the problem, it's that we already know enough about the problem to know they will not work, or they are unaffordable or otherwise unavailable. Calling tech support with a phone that is broken and will not make calls has a very obvious logical problem, or they are irrelevant. At the same time, the vast majority of us have offered a similarly unhelpful suggestion to someone in the hopes of being helpful, because when we see someone has a problem, our natural inclination is to help them. By help them, our mind goes to offering them suggestions off the top of our head. The intention is good, but often the result only frustrates the person even more. We cannot change other people. If we have a relationship with the person that makes the conversation appropriate, after things calm down, we can explain that we appreciate their desire to help us. But what we would have appreciated is to be left alone and or validating our struggles. We can really make a difference is when we are the ones offering unhelpful help. Before I begin, I want to start with the obvious fact that when the situation arises, you'll probably go to your automatic response. And the way to help train yourself to change that is to first, when you have some free time, mentally imagine situations in your head. Think about how you would answer these questions. Sadly, based on what we know about the human brain, especially if you have a neurodivergent one, there'll be some real-life trial and error as you try to change your habits. Question number 1. Are you seeing any clues in their behavior and how it compares to past situations with the person that can help you determine how open they are to suggestions? I know this will be a harder one for some neurodivergent people. Question number 2. What is the relationship between you and the person? If it's a hierarchical relationship, supervisor, employee, parent, adult, child at the parent's house, etc., which one is higher up in the hierarchy? In many work situations, offering your boss or supervisor suggestions is something that should be approached carefully or avoided. Question number 3. Who has more knowledge about the problem or subject of the problem? If someone is having trouble with their phone who has more knowledge than you about troubleshooting phones, it might be more helpful if you got more information before offering suggestions. Question number 4. Is the problem one you know the person is sensitive about? If the person has struggled with acne for years, unless you're a dermatologist or other specialist, the person has chosen to see about it, they probably already know the obvious and usual go-to solutions. Question number 5. Is this an issue such as a health issue that the person has been dealing with for years? Suggesting to someone with ADHD that they should use a planner or alarms or just not be distracted implies that they're an absolute idiot or enjoy struggling and disappointing people in themselves. There's a very high chance that they've tried dozens of planners, only to not have any of them work. Someone who has diabetes or asthma most likely knows the basics of how to treat it. Question number 6. Is your suggestion something that would help them with their struggles, or is the suggestion really something that would benefit you more than them? If the struggle is that they take a long time to get ready in the morning, is the real reason for the suggestion because it inconveniences you? If it is a make my life easier suggestion, it does not make you a bad person. Saying, you take a long time to get ready in the morning, makes it harder for me to get ready when the sink I need is unavailable, might be better than trying to explain why you know better than them, why it would be helpful to change the usual morning routine. I have been the one struggling in some examples, in others I have been the one offering the suggestion, and some are ones I've never encountered, but know friends and family members who have encountered them. Wanting to help someone is good, but if your motivation is to help them, it may require listening to them and letting them, who know their brain better than you do, tell you what they need. Sometimes it is as simple as someone to listen and or validate their frustration and or struggles. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. It encourages the YouTube algorithm to show you similar videos and helps the channel. Always remember that you as a person matter.